Grenada is a Caribbean country comprising a main island, also called Grenada, and smaller surrounding islands. Dubbed the Spice Isle, the hilly main island is home to numerous nutmeg plantations. It's also the site of the capital, St. George's, whose colorful homes, Georgian buildings, and early 18th century Fort George overlook narrow Carenage Harbour. To the south is Grand Anse Beach, with resorts and bars. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Grenada so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Grand Anse Beach. Poking its way out of the extreme southwestern edge of Grenada, Grand Anse Beach is top of the menu for any beach lover hitting the Spice Isle. Every inch a Caribbean paradise, it's famed for its talcum powder sands and verdant backdrop of palm-studded hills and dunes. The shoreline is a lesson in all things turquoise, with bobbing catamarans drifting in and out of the bay on the mild ocean currents, and the occasional dolphin jumping above the low swells. At number 9 is the Grand Etang National Park. The major outdoorsy draw of Grenada sits smack bang in the heart of the island. A patchwork of sun-kissed dwarf forests, emerald green fern blooms, waxy orchids, palm groves, massive gommier trunks and ancient trees that set over the rising peaks of the Central Highlands, the reserve is a real hiker's delight. Weaving trails delve deep into the landscape, heading to the lookouts of Mount Quaqua summit, around the lush banks of Grand Etang Lake itself, and through rugged volcanic valleys where hummingbirds and the scents of vanilla and nutmeg drift through the airs. At number 8, St. George's, St. George's is a genuinely gorgeous town to behold. Cascading down the spice-scented hills on the west coast of the island, it's dotted with the remains of stunning Gothic cathedrals and stunning homes and buildings that shimmer and shine in their whitewashed and vibrant Caribbean colors under the sun. Travelers flock to the capital by their bucket load too, many of whom head straight for the market square, following the fragrances of nutmeg and vanilla, clove and cinnamon, all of which are sold by the bucket load. At number 7, Fort Frederick. With more than 250 years of history coalescing between its rocky walls and cannon-ready crenulations, Fort Frederick has its feet firmly placed in the high ages of Grenada's colonial past. It's most certainly the best preserved example of a European fortification on the island, still standing like a limpet on the top of Richmond Hill, just a stone's throw back from the capital at St. George's. The entire citadel is also joined at the hip to the nearby bulwarks of Fort Matthew, while short guided tours offer an understanding of the French and English powers that once ruled the halls here. At number 6 in our list, Underwater Sculpture Park. A world first and indeed one of the most unique attractions on the island of Grenada, the Underwater Sculpture Park can be found below the Caribbean waves, rising in an eerie and haunting array of human effigies and carvings from the sand-bottom seabed of Morne Rouge Bay. The exhibition includes life-sized human figures and still-life objects, evoking themes like the Cuban Revolution, modern ennui, and the life of an artist, to name just 3. The site is best viewed as a diver and can easily be reached by boat out of the harbors of St. George's. At number 5, Morne Rouge Bay. While Little Morne Rouge sits only a stone's throw from the popular sands of aforementioned Grand Anse Beach, there's something more secluded, romantic and quiet about this little inlet on the southwestern coast. Without the booming crowds of its near neighbor to the north, a trip here promises opportunities to recline under the shade of a swaying coconut palm, and for solitary evening swims under the pink-red glow of the Caribbean sunset. There's still a smattering of beach huts and beer bars here, so a swinging hammock in the shade and a cocktail are never too far away. At number 4, Royal Mount Carmel Waterfalls. The Royal Mount Carmel Waterfalls can be found forever crashing over a bulbous cliff of carved and moss-speckled rock in the middle of the verdant rainforests around Grenville. At a whopping 21 meters in height, they are the tallest of their kind on the Spice Isle as a whole. That makes for one genuinely photogenic natural wonder, and today groups of visitors often make the journey along the winding jungle paths that delve inland from the east coast to catch a glimpse of the wonder. At number 3 in our list, Levera National Park. With the cone-shaped green tops of the sandy islands and sugarloaf isles peppering the deep blue of the waters out at sea, and great swathes of wild mangrove fringing the shorelines all around, there's no question that the landscapes of the Levera National Park are wondrously beautiful. They unfold along the rugged northern reaches of Grenada, offering visitors a glimpse at the Spice Isles' more untouched and undeveloped side. The main attraction has to be the fauna though, particularly of the flying kind. At number 2, Carriacou. Strewn out like fragments of their big grenadine brother in the Caribbean Sea just to the northeast of the Spice Isle proper, these two tiny islets are also definitely worth the visit. Regular ferries and catamarans depart out of St. George's, dropping travelers on the shores of untrodden Carriacou. Undeveloped and much less busy than Grenada itself, the green and hilly land here is dotted with the occasional colonial fortress and off-the-beaten-track hotel, while beaches like Paradise and Anse Roche come virtually without booming crowds and other tourists. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Annandale Falls. Annandale Waterfall and Forest Park is located on the island of Grenada and sits 230 meters above sea level. This site features a 30-foot waterfall amidst prolific vegetation with a pool beneath that is ideal for swimming. Hike through the short rainforest trails and fully immerse yourself in untouched nature and its beauty. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite thing to do in Grenada? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.